Hi everyone, I'm Apollonia Puente, your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPuente.com. And in today's video, I'm going to be pretty real with you in regards to why relationships fail. Do you find yourself asking why relationships fail, especially these modern relationships? Why is it so hard today? We notice there are so many people failing at love every chance that they get. You have to console with your best friend numerous times after she just gets her heart broken, or you have to convince your boy there is someone else better out there. But all we are doing is avoiding what is truly right in front of us at times. In today's society and in today's day and age, so many people are not prepared to sacrifice and may not even know what that actually means. We think of love as something that should come easily. Love can be easy. It's true, but our ideas of easy is not having to invest our time into making a relationship work, because we really have to invest our time in life. We want everything to come easily. We might not think that we are quitters when it comes to love, but unfortunately, we are. All it takes is a single challenge to frustrate us and make us give up. We don't let our love grow. We let it go because we compare it to what social media or the internet supplies us with. We are taught our fears are a way to escape and avoid actually working to bond and form a connection with another person. Then we erase the chances of forming a relationship because we continue to play games and back away in our own fears. Both people end up losing in these circumstances. We want a relationship without the work or risk involved in a real one. We want the hand-holding for a moment. We want the comfort for a moment. We want the affection for a moment. We want the attention for a moment. But we don't want the work that is required to build a relationship. Ultimately, we live our lives just for that moment without really working towards a clear goal. We should be putting aside the games and stepping up to communicating and act on what we truly want. It's not love we're looking for. It's the chase and the thrill of life for the moment. So many of us want someone to Netflix and chill with, but the moment someone opens up and shows vulnerability and their deepest secrets, we run away. Or we say we aren't ready because ... Sometimes when a relationship gets to this point, we still continue to be in the moment for the affection, but we avoid the commitment. We just want to fill the void of affection and attention. We spend time together, but we don't make lasting memories. Then the time spent together is immediately interrupted because one of you found someone else that thrills you, or things got too heavy, or you continue to say you're not ready because ultimately that's the easy route, giving up on love. We let our fears run our love lives. Then we start to compare our past relationships to our new ones because we think that the old negative patterns and fears will appear again in this new relationship. We don't want that past relationship, that boring life, or an ex-wife to take all our money, or an ex-husband to lay a hand on us. Instead, we say we want a relationship, but don't understand that we put out all the energy into not having a life partner, just someone who can make us feel alive for that particular moment. The moment that excitement fades, we pick up our phones and find someone else. We now frown upon predictability instead of seeing it as realness, and this results in fragile relationships. We are now so blinded by instant gratification, and we continue to seek thrill, and we continue to seek adventure by saying she's predictable, or she's too predictable, he's too available, or I need space. Predictability is actually just getting to know someone, and there is a true beauty behind just that. We immerse ourselves in a comfortable state and bask in the superficial ways of life so we can still be independent and barricade ourselves from vulnerability. We want to keep chasing love, but we don't want to fall into it. We have friends with benefits, comforting relationship, booty calls, go with the flow relationships, dating for 4 months without commitment relationships, you name it. But these are all just based on convenience. We stick with them until we get a new man or woman flirting with us through text messages to give the illusion of attraction and feeling wanted. We look for instant gratification in everything that we do. We are so used to it that it effortlessly plays into our love lives. We just have to ask Siri, plug in our address to a GPS, open up a dating app, post on social media, click one button to have our car parallel park for us, listen to the song we have on our mind by one click on iTunes, tell Alexa to order us milk, use our thumbprints to pass security in the airport, not go to the grocery store because now it can be delivered to your home. We live in a life in which human interaction is taken out and we are gratified in an instant. We expect the same thing in our love lives, so we get easily distracted. Now we believe in having options, when in reality, this is just a band-aid to ignore having to do any of the real work at times. We'd rather spend an hour each day with 100 people via social media than spend a day with one. We meet people, but we avoid getting to know who they truly are. We find a flaw and say it won't work instead of encouraging a partnership to bring out the best in that one person. We want them to be perfect because we can be perfect with a tap of a finger or on an app. In modern relationships, we might date a lot of people, but rarely give them a real chance. We're in a generation in which sex is easy. We love to hook up because we want to feel good. Sex comes easily, but loyalty doesn't. Whatever happened to the thrill and the chase and loving deeper? This is called authentic attraction. We are a generation living based off of fear of love. We are fearful of falling in love and getting hurt, committing, being with the one person, not being good enough, or getting our heart broken. We blame someone else for their shortcomings when we need to realize that these are our walls we created and we are not a victim of their story. The thought of baring our souls to someone frightens some people, and we look at vulnerability as weakness. So we put up this wall. Vulnerability deeply frightens us. So what we need to recognize is the thing that we truly want, the thing that we deeply desire, the things that are generally fulfilling all require patience, work, energy, compassion, self-love, honesty, time, and trust. The challenge is that we want to be with someone who can make us happy when we haven't found how to make ourselves truly happy. The easy way out is starting over, or we don't want to have a relationship. But at the end of the day, we actually really do. The only way to change this is by breaking through and no longer letting people look at vulnerability as something scary. When we stop letting the superficial and instant gratification feelings interfere with what we really want, we will experience a breakthrough. Start to take ownership of who you are and understand that relationships don't just come at a snap of your finger. In order to create and form an undeniable bond with someone you have to connect on a deeper level, a soul level, you can't get to the soul without getting underneath the distractions. If you find yourself being able to relate to this video, I encourage you to take a step back and look at the ways that you are not making an effort to be the best version of you. I talk a lot about this in authentic attraction. I'm huge with attraction, and this is exactly what I mean. What are you scared of, and what might be holding you back? During my years of coaching, I've been able to take clients to a deeper level of what love and relationships are. I've worked with them in order to change their reality and vision one step at a time. I say this because as we grow up, love and relationships are not always taught to all of us. And then we are lost when we come into our adulthood and learn and try to love and try to have relationships. We end up doing the wrong things or adapting to how society portrays how relationships should be. But that's not the answer. The answer is to look inside and make sure you are being honest with yourself. Allow yourself to be honest and become the best version of yourself that you can be. Pay attention to your behaviors and always work towards self-improvement. Knowing how to love is different than understanding how to love. When you have the true understanding of love, you can start to plant the seed for the tree to finally blossom into something spectacular. The root of the tree starts with you. I encourage you to share this video, and if you need some help and if this video speaks to you, I encourage you to book a one-on-one session with me so I can guide you towards having these healthy, sustainable relationships or healing a relationship that you're in right now. As always, I'll see you again in the next video, and remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.